the 23rd of January, about 10 days ago, this was put out there. So you may have been hearing about this for a while. And it's been called a couple different things by different groups, but a day of truth and freedom, day of prayer and fasting by some faith leaders, or simply Ice Out Minnesota. But what we're seeing is a community-wide effort across businesses and others who are taking a stand, they say, against ICE's presence here in Minnesota and hoping to create an impact here. Rob Olson is following this for us. He is downtown Minneapolis, where kind of the heart of this is going to be taking place. Rob, what do we expect this afternoon?
Well, this is going to begin here at the Commons in front of U.S. Bank Stadium with a rally. Originally, this was planned to be a rally and a march that would then come back to the Commons here before the rally, but now it is going to be kind of a beginning here, and then a march through downtown Target Center, where the rally will be indoors for obvious reasons. Very cold outside, but down here now, an hour before this is set to begin, we've already seen a pretty considerable turnout here of folks already gathering that are dressed for the weather, certainly in all the cold weather gear that they can find to withstand the temperatures out here for what is this Ice Out rally in Minnesota. This was, as you mentioned, announced 10 days ago by faith leaders, joined by some union groups and community groups here to demand an end to the Operation Metro Surge here in Minnesota. Along with this, kind of an encouragement to kind of have an economic shutdown as well. We've seen lists of hundreds of businesses in the Twin Cities area that say they will be closed today. Dozens more, if not more than that, that will be open, but say they'll be donating part or all of their proceeds today to various groups, whether it be, immigration rights groups or legal groups or food banks and food shelves throughout this. So this is what's happening now, an hour beforehand. So some pretty hardy folks out here that are making their voices heard despite these negative temperatures.
Yeah, and Rob, the Target Center piece of this was obviously added in, as you said, because of the cold weather. What do people need to know if they're headed down there? Tickets. It's our understanding. I thought it looked like there weren't any left, but if you have a ticket, if you're planning to go, what do they need to know?
Yeah, it is a ticketed event. So, and that is, I saw some concerns raised online in some groups online, wondering, okay, why is that? Are they collecting data? How will that be shared? And the explanation is, of course, it's, there's a capacity. So they don't want more people showing up that can fit inside. Certainly not on a day like this. They need to know what to expect, just like any other event that would be held at Target Center. Concerns, that were raised too about, there's some folks that have expressed some, reservations or criticisms of Target Corporation, feeling that they should be making as a major corporate, presence here, that they should be making a stand on this. And the moderators and other folks pointing out that Target Center is not owned by Target. It's owned by the city. Target has the naming rights, just like U.S. Bank or Huntington Bank or now Grand Casino have naming rights of arenas. They don't own the building, so that there's no connection other than that there. So we'll see. Again, we expect what we're seeing here is a pretty significant crowd forming already an hour before this is set to take off in a march, and expect a pretty big crowd at Target Center as well. And
no signs allowed in, no large bags. It's, again, the same rules as be aware.
Yeah. For the same thing that applies to any event inside in terms of security, whether it's a game or concert, etc. So
okay, Rob.
Plenty of signs out here though already, and people setting up loudspeakers too.
Okay, we'll check back in with you. Oh, stay warm, stay so warm, and try to look out for other people who look like they're not staying warm, and make sure.
It hurts, it hurts the skin for sure.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. We'll check in with you here in just a little.